Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, the 12th of January, and the 7th day of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. Uh, we started off this morning with breakfast, bacon and eggs, and didn't film it. And then we went on a long walk, my husband and I, with our dog Charlie. And when we came home, we had leftover split pea from the day before, split pea soup with homemade bread. So that was a nice hearty lunch. And now I'm gonna take you along with making tonight's dinner. I had 2 chicken breasts left over in the fridge. I will be cutting up, and then I will be baking it in a cast iron skillet on my stove. Some black pepper on top. Salt. And some garlic powder. I chopped up a green paprika, or bell pepper, we call it paprika, that I still had in my fridge. And I had some leftover diced potatoes from a dinner this night and this week. And I will be using it up as well. I love quiche. You can put so many things in quiche. You can hide a lot of things in quiche. And this one is simple with the ingredients I had left in my refrigerator. Cracking up 4 eggs. Now I'll be using the leftover sauce from yesterday from pizza night. I use this for making creamy bacon pizza. This is an carbonara sauce. And first I wanted to use up the tomato sauce as well, but I decided not to. I will be using it for another day. Parmesan cheese. Still had a big piece in my fridge, so that's nice. And now I'm stirring it all together. Adding in a little bit of milk because it was a very thick sauce and I wanted to thin it up. Well, it's looking good. Some black pepper. Now I'll be getting my baking dish. I bought this at the thrift store. I think it's so beautiful. It was like under €2 and it looks perfect. And I was like, it's coming home with me. I always use this for making quiche. I'm greasing it up with butter, but you could use an oil or whatever you have at hand. Baking grease. And I also had another package of puff pastry left over in my fridge, and I'll be using this up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm just pressing these all together. And I had these two left over from New Year's Eve. It's like a puff pastry pie, something like that. I'm crumbling it up and put it at the bottom so the bottom doesn't get soggy when I put it in the sauce. Usually I'll be using breadcrumbs, but these two needed to be used up, so this is a good alternative. Now I'm putting in the meat and vegetable mix and then adding the sauce. I love quiche. You can do so many variations and you can hide a lot in quiche. And the cream and the egg always makes it taste good. I'm just folding in the rims of the rim, pressing it down. And this will be baking in the oven on 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. And now I'll be making, well, that's baking in our oven. I'll be making our dessert. I have like 4 sheets of puff pastry left. So I'll be making appelflap. And it's a folded, filled with apple pie filling pastry dessert. I'm peeling an apple here. And then I'm cutting it to slices. The rest will be going to the chickens except the core. Adding 2 teaspoons of sugar and a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Mix it well. And here's the puff pastry sheets. And I'll be filling it with the apple mix. And now the quiche is done. Look how beautiful it looks. It smells so great. I wish people could smell it. And this is just enough for a family of 4. Now I want to say egg washing, but I'm washing the puff pastries with milk and adding some sugar on top, and this is the end result. It's so nice and crispy and light to eat. Very good. And now we will be making something fun. I always wanted to make my own chocolates with filling we call bonbons. And I had chocolate chips left and I had everything in my pantry to make this, so I kept this from Milka chocolate box to use as a mold. So I melted some chocolate, some milk chocolate, and I let it cool down a little bit so it isn't so hot when it's going in the mold because the mold is plastic. And I will be adding the chocolates to it now for the bottom side. I'm using a toothpick to smoothen it a little bit out. And this will go in the fridge till it's completely hardened. And in the meanwhile, I'll be making the white chocolate ganache. I had some vanilla beans left. I'll be using one. I'll be cutting it open and scraping out the inside. Oh, it smells so good. In a pot goes 200 milliliters of cream, a teaspoon of honey, and the inside of this vanilla bean. And let this cook on high, stir, 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 and then turn it off. It needs to cook a little bit, just for a little while. And now we'll be pouring the vanilla mixture into a bowl of white chocolate chips. And we will stir this together till it's smooth and all the chocolates are melted. I had it in the fridge to cool down and firm up a little bit. As you can see, the bottom side of the chocolate is also cooled down and hardened. And now we will be putting the filling on top. It's quite messy. I've never done this before, but it was so much fun to do, and it turned out great chocolates. And I had it in the fridge for like another 30 minutes to cool completely off and harden a little bit. And now I melted some more chocolates and I will be putting up the top to close it all, seal it all down in. And when this is done, this will go in the fridge for an hour and then it will be ready to eat. I did not have footage of the. I did not film the end result, but it was very good. And it turned out great. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.